each morning, I spend a few minutes going through one of my activities, whatever that activity is, and I try to think of what type of motivation do I want to give you for the lesson of the day in this opener. And this morning, 6 hours ago, so it was a 5 something in the morning this morning, I was doing my hour run on the treadmill, and the Mulligan brothers were zipping around in my ear, taking me through the run. And at about 55 minutes into the run, I thought, this is what I want to tell them about today. And today is about reaching out to people, and you're going to need to use your words. Some of them can be my words, and then you can massage them and make them your words. But I want to give you this little message that I hope stays with you and helps you get in motion and stay in motion. And the thing that I wanted to tell you is that words are powerful. They're really, really powerful. And that when every Thursday, when I'm in my normal schedule and I show up to my live office hours at 11 o'clock Central Time, I think about, I go through a routine, a pre-routine, and just like I do for one of these shows and any show. And one of the things that I remind myself before I turn this on and I turn the lights on and I turn the camera on is my words are going to echo in places I will never visit. They won't. And I know that when I speak and you're listening to it, that you on the other end are a real person with real problems and real aspirations, and you're going to take my words and they're going to have a ripple effect. And you might share them with your kid or your grandkid or your cousin or your colleague or your boss. You might use it to find a job or get a promotion. They might inspire you to go take on a challenge. And I know this, and I remind myself that this is going to happen. And so I want to make sure that I genuinely cherish your attention and I appreciate you and I realize that that's going to occur. And you might think, well, does that put pressure on you to have to think about everything you want to say? But what I want you to know is I don't focus on the echo. I focus on the shout. And so all I know is that when the lights go on, I'm just zoned in and I'm thinking about the shout and what I'm going to say. I don't want to take on the echoes. I don't want to think about all the things that will happen because I've prepared for it. I'm holding your attention delicately and with respect. And if you start thinking about the echoes, bad stuff happens. If you're the golfer standing over the 3-foot putt to win the championship and you're already thinking about what it's going to be like to be a champion forever or what the frame is that the scorecard is going to go in or whatever, and you miss the putt, you're going to choke. And when you're out there job searching and you're worried about getting the job, you're focusing on the echo, you're not focusing on the shout. And when you think about that, just bad things happen. So when I think about what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, and all that other good stuff, the other thing and the shout that is the most important to me, and I hope you, is the stuff that you say to yourself inside this skull-shaped kingdom, right? The dialogue you have with yourself. You got to feed it good thoughts. You got to be gentle on yourself. But the one thing that I know when I get here and I turn the lights and the camera on is I'm ready and I never hesitate. Never hesitate because all the work's been done. I'm moving in the right direction. And yes, I'm going to make mistakes and you're going to make mistakes. But I want those mistakes to be errors of commission and not omission. I want you to hit the damn send button. Sort it later. Don't worry. If you're in motion, you'll figure it out faster. But if you're going to omit and you're going to sit back and you're going to hesitate and not hit the send button because you think that email or that cover letter or that voicemail or whatever, or that sales pitch or whatever needs to be perfect, it doesn't. You need to be in motion with no hesitation and good stuff will happen. So today is about that. It is about click, hit, and go. And you'll find out the data faster. You'll make the adjustments faster. You'll get the results faster if you are in motion and you don't hesitate. But you realize that your words are gonna open doors for you. Somebody is going to see your message and invite you to talk to them or point you to somebody else, or something's going to happen, just like the stories you've been hearing all week. So I want you to remember that whenever you think it needs to be perfect or you're hesitating, hit the damn send button and go, and good things will happen. All right. So that's what I wanted to say to you to get going. I hope that inspires you to get out there and take on the challenges. Don't look back and don't worry and don't hesitate.